Hey everyone, and welcome on into my beauty world. So we are going to do a full face of Sephora favorites in honor of the Sephora sale coming up. And I already posted my favorites video, so we're going to use basically all of those products, or well, not all of them because I had many categories that had a lot of products, but we're going to use products that were in that video. So to start out with the eyes, y'all, I'm having a bad day. Okay, I'm having a bad day, and I'm hoping, I'm praying on everything that this day will get better once I do my makeup, because we have to leave the house to go vote. It's already been a long day. I'm already done with work, and we have to leave my house when my husband gets home. He works late tonight, and then we have to go vote. We have a couple things that are on the ballot today. So I did not include this in my video. I think it's because MAC hasn't been at Sephora in so long. I don't know if Sephora is carrying the MAC paint pots. I have the shade Painterly. If they do now carry them, I definitely am going to say that is a product that I highly, highly recommend. Because, as you know, I use it in every video to prime my eyes. So I can't believe I forgot to check that. But I'm not going to go without priming my eyes. So, if Sephora is now selling the MAC paint pot, I use the shade Painterly. I highly recommend as an eyeshadow base. So for eyes today, we are going to go ahead and use the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette. This is a beautiful cool toned palette. I did obviously wear this shirt because I knew that it would go with this palette. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do a really simple eye look today. Let's go ahead and take Lavished and High Life, which are these two colors here. We're going to mix those and pop those all over the lid. So I'm going to take my BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A503 crease brush, and we're going to pop into those two shades and put that on the outer corner and then going into the crease, just to give us some dimension on the eye. But this is going to be a really quick look because I was procrastinating, not wanting to do my makeup because I'm in a bad mood. So my husband is going to be here in like 20 minutes. Probably 30 minutes maybe, I don't know. Depends on what time he gets off, which does fluctuate because he's a caregiver. So he's at the mercy of when people come home. I can tell you that blending eyeshadow has gotten harder and harder over the years because I have more and more wrinkles and folds in my eye. So it has been getting more challenging the older I get. Isn't that so fun? And honestly, we're not even going to use a shimmer in the Icy Nude palette today. We're going to go ahead and use the shade Space Cowboy, because I did say this is one of my favorite little shimmers, and I do still stand by that. So I'm going to take it with my finger. We're just going to pop that on the eye. Like I said, it does have a little bit of a base, but really it's more of just this like ethereal sparkle. And I don't know that you will even be able to see it, but it is beautiful. I mean, it's just a really pretty wash of sparkle all over the lid, which you can't go wrong with that. So it'd be good for like a bridal look, something like that. I'm just not going to fuss with it for too long. Let's go ahead and just use my NYX Epic Ink Liner in black. I didn't have a liner for the sale because this NYX liner is my favorite. That's good enough. I don't care. I don't. Okay, and then for mascara, because I'm done with the Hourglass, we are going to go in with my KVD Full Sleeve Mascara. Now, I didn't technically check that this was at Sephora, but I do know that KVD is sold at Sephora, so I am hoping it's at Sephora. It's a great mascara. It just does not take off in tubes at the end of the night. That's the only thing. Okay, and I think that looks good enough. Again, I'm going to be out of the house for literally like 15 minutes tops. So do I really care what I look like? No. I'm literally just doing my makeup so that I'm not mean later because I'm just in that bad of a mood. We're going to go in with my Erborian CC Red Correct Cream. I'm actually going to remember to use this today. You can just really see immediately how much it tones down the redness right away. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And then we're going to use my Ciele Tint and Protect SPF 50 in the shade 02 Fair. And I'm going to put this on the back of my hand because I don't like dropping it onto my face because I miss or it drips down and always hits my clothing, and I don't want to deal with that today. Let's use my Anissa Beauty Pinnacle Foundation brush and just tap that all over. Might have used just a tad too much today, which usually I use too little, but that's okay. We're just gonna take a dry sponge and tap it over to pick up the excess product. Perfect. That looks a lot better. Let's get my hair out of the way. Okay. And then we are going to do my Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer because I'm trying to use this up this year, okay? This is almost done. I want to use it up, and it's my favorite. Like I said, I used it on my wedding day and my reception. It's just a beautiful bronzer. And every time I use it, I'm like, why do I even keep buying new bronzers? Because I'm addicted to makeup. That's the answer. But in reality, I would just be happy with this bronzer all the time because it's just so darn easy to work with and easy to blend. And it's so like natural. I have all but good things to say about it. Like, it takes quite a bit of building up, but honestly, I don't mind that because I think it just looks so beautiful and natural that I don't mind that I have to build it up a little bit. Like, do you see that? Oh, it's so beautiful. You literally can't get better. I mean, you can probably, but not to me. That's my favorite. Okay, so let's do blush. We are going to use my wedding blush. We're going to use the Bobbi Brown in the shade Powder Pink. This is the Pot Rouge blush. So beautiful. So let's take my little e.l.f. putty brush. I'm just going to do one dip in there. Do you see how just like soft that color is? Do you see that? It's just, it blends beautiful. It's so soft. Like I said, you can really bump up the eye look or the lip look when wearing this blush because it's just so natural. Yet again, why do I use anything else? Because I'm addicted to makeup. We already know, Ashley. We already know. Okay, so now let's do concealer. Now, I did not do a color corrector because I think that you can honestly get the Essence Correct and Conceal $4 or $5 color corrector, and this works just as good as my Huda Beauty one. So I didn't do a color corrector from Sephora because I honestly think you can save your money. But this concealer, this is a concealer that I never hear anyone talking about. This is the Turn Up the Base Buttersilk Concealer from One Size. I have the shade Fair 3NR. Stands for Neutral Rosy. And let me just show you this beautiful concealer. We're going to take out one of my fresh, brand new A506 concealer brushes from the Angie Hot and Flashy. And do you see that? Do you see how beautiful that is? I just like, I love it. Blends so well. I just love it. If you can get your hands on this, do it. If you, it is better for, if you want like a medium to full coverage. And it doesn't make my under eyes look dry. It's a pretty hydrating formula, but it sets so nice with powder. Speaking of powder, let's go in with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Now, to be fair, I've never bought this at full price because I got this as a free gift. That's how they get you. They give it to you as a free gift, and then you're like, wow, this is beautiful. Now I need it. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Like, do you see that? Oh, I love it. Now, because I didn't use a color corrector, you can see I have a little bit of darkness peeking through. This side, I actually have a really deep vein that goes here. I probably could have put on more concealer, but I wear glasses. Nobody's looking that close to me, okay? I can promise you that. I can promise you. Nobody gives a crap. Let's do a little bit on the lower lash line. We're just going to take the same two colors. That was the shade Lavish and High Life. We're going to pinch the brush. And just go under the eye. A little more for that And then I have an inability to leave off sparkle on my lower lash line. So we're going to take my little pinky, dip into the Space Cowboy, and just add the smallest little sparkle on the inner. Like I said, I don't know if you're going to be able to see the sparkle. It's so pretty though. It's just so like, ethereal and scattered and beautiful. I just love it. Okay. So let's go in with powders. Yeah, we're doing powders today because I had a lot on my list. So we are definitely getting into everything. So I'm going to take the Details by Tati. This is the EX1. And we're going to take my Pat McGrath Divine Bronzer in the shade Bronze Dawn. We're just going to pop that in. Put that everywhere where I put the cream bronzer. It just looks so good. Do you see that? Do you see that? Looks so good. For blush, we're going to use my only powder blush that I recommended, which is the YSL Make Me blush. This is in the shade 44, which is Nude Lavalier, I believe is what it's called. But I know it's shade 44. I never put it on my nose. Why did I put it on my nose? I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta try stuff. Do you see how beautiful that is? Do you see? Looks so good. Okay. So we're going to... Let's do a finishing powder. Well, first let me just... Looking a little heavy. Let's do my Hourglass finishing powders. Now, I only have them in my Deer palette and my Jellyfish palette. We're going to use the Deer palette. But I'm going to dip into, this is shade 1 and 2. So I have Dream Light and Orb Light. I'm just going to dip into both of them. And this is my Nikki LaRose N15. And we're just going to sweep it over the skin. And do you see how that just like diffuses everything together, makes it look airbrushed? Ooh. So good. Now let's do a little bit of my Westman Atelier Lit Up Highlight Stick in the shade Nectar. It's like a beautiful pinky shade. It's almost like a peachy pink. And it does go over powder well, which is why I left it for the end. It didn't go over powder well, I would have did it before I powdered. But because it goes over powder well, you can do it anytime. A little bit on the nose. Here. A little bit on the Oh, do you see how beautiful that is? Can you see it? I don't know if you can. Oh, there you go. That was it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's just like beaming. Glassy, beautiful, all of the words. Okay. That looks pretty good. And now let's do lips. What do I want to do for lips? So I was going to use my Sephora lip liner, which is a brown, but I don't want that today. So I am going to use, let's use my Huda Beauty in the shade Soft Nude. This, even though it's a soft nude, it comes out to more of like a maroony nude. Like, I thought this was gonna be brown because of the packaging, but like, that doesn't match. I like the color. I swatched them in store. So like, I know I like the color. I just feel like this one's a little deceiving because it doesn't look, I mean, it is a nude, kind of. It's like a purple though. Anyway, I like it. It's probably my favorite color of those ones. And for lip liner, let's do my, ooh, should I do mauve or pink? Let's do Makeup by Mario. They're like so close in color. Let's do Smoky Pink. I think that's what we're going with today. That looks so good. And then for gloss, I could use my Odyssey gloss, my Milk Makeup Odyssey gloss, or I could use my Rhode. I think we're gonna go with the Rhode. So even though I said I might not buy any more of the Rhode, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna use what I have. So I'm gonna go in with the Rhode in the shade Salty Tan. Yeah, that lip combo is eating, as the kids say. Actually, I don't know if the kids are saying that, but people say it, I guess. But yeah, that's a beautiful lip combo. I am obsessed. Obsessed. All right, guys. I didn't have a setting spray. And shocker, my makeup looks phenomenal today. Why? Because I used literally all of my favorites. And you should hopefully be able to find all of these at Sephora. Now, I didn't actually check, but I bought most of these at Sephora. So let's see. This is what the face is looking like. Let's take this down. This is what the face is looking like. And this is what the eyes are looking like. Hopefully you can see that twinkle of the Space Cowboy. Yeah, guys, that is all we have for today. It was a quick little makeup look using all of my current Sephora favorites. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please also comment and subscribe to my channel. We would love to have you as part of my family. I want to thank you so much for watching today, and we'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.